Nigeria is currently dealing with a myriad of security challenges.
Well, from the northeast to the north central and down south, the southwest, no part can boast of complete calm. Insurgency, kidnapping, banditry, herders, farmers clashes are some of the issues that this administration is battling to ensure that citizens can sleep with both eyes closed.
Now, the Minister of Defense and Interior have their jobs cut out for them, and they must quickly dig into the task before them to see that Nigerians and Nigeria begins to enjoy a level of security.
I'm talking about policy thrusts now to ensure better security in the country. I have with me security, risk and crisis management consultant Femi Aratu-Kwale. You're welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome to TVC Breakfast.
Thank you so much.
We have a Minister of Defense now. He's known, some have talked about the Magashi there in the saddle as minister. For you, what does it mean?
Well, there is nothing new about the selection of our new ministers. They know what the country is all about before. They are part of the system before. He was a retired military personnel. So now the defense minister, he should just hit the ground running, because we have one of the biggest problems right now in the country, which is the internal security problem. Inter-agencies facing war with each other, accusing one another for doing this, for doing that. So what is he going to do? How is he going to restore peace and bring, harmony into the system?
What should be the first line of duty for him now? Talking about the famed security architecture in the country, what should he do in that regard?
I think the first thing he needs to do is call on the head of security agencies that we have in the country. I'm talking about institutions. He should just call them and, ask them what exactly is the situation, what are we facing in terms of problems, so that we know where we're going. Because if we have internal problems within them, trust me, the country is going to go straight down to chaos. And we don't want that, so the best thing for him to do is call them into order and sort things out with them.
And many are also calling, for him to be as tough as possible. Okay, so you've mentioned interagency.
How tough is he going to be?
Yeah.
He's got to be political. He's got to be diplomatic.
Is that what the situation demands?
The situation demands being diplomatic. You don't need to be tough on your staff members. You need to be diplomatic so that you can at least address the situation. The situation is high up. We need to mitigate it completely down. If not so, we are heading nowhere in terms of security in the country.
But then some have also said there must be a zero tolerance, for corruption. We've seen all the drama that has played out in the Taraba EB controversy now, how that, allegations of complicity of security agencies in the fight against terror, for example.
Well, that's a very good question. Well, let me bring you back to the previous question you asked me, the structure. The structure is this: we need to go back and sort things out in one thing. Are the police ready to do their job? They've demonstrated, yes, they can do it. However, we've crippled the structure, the sector so badly that we don't even see them as anything. Yes, we're not going to say they don't have their own one or two bad things going on around them, but we can always make it happen, as in give them the mandate, give them the mantle, give them the person, let them do exactly what they are meant to do. We believe in them. I believe in them because I used to criticize them before, but because I've seen exactly what they've been doing in the past, I know they can do better. They've proven it, so let's give them the chance.
Okay, so what will make them better?
Restructure them, retrain them, give them a good welfare package. That is what we've been crying for a long time. If we don't do this, then we will see them again dropping down. They've shown to the whole world, they've shown to the Nigerian populace that, yes, we can handle the security in the country, but are we giving them the chance? No. We give more chances to the military, to other sectors than the police. Why not let's give them the chance, restructure them, retrain them, give them a proper orientation how to deal with the member of the public. They are here to serve us, so let them serve us in a better way, not like animals.
No, but the point there is we have to keep talking so that those who have the ears to hear will hear. The most important thing is for Nigerians to understand. Now, we have new ministers on board. The Minister for Defense which certainly is centered on security, not only internal security, also has to do with the territorial integrity of the country and also against foreign invasion. And then the Minister of Interior. And then we now have also the Minister of Police Affairs. These three ministries somehow all relate to issues of security.
Sure.
How much can they do, and what's your hope that the issues of security will be handled this time around?
I will say, Mike, thank you so much. This is a very vibrant platform for the three ministers to now work. Look, this is a perfect team. Don't let us deceive each other.
Okay.
The police need not to probably report again to probably the defense minister or to presidency directive. They have their own minister to deal with their own issue right now. Interior, ex-governor Rebe Shola, who is now the new minister for Interior, needs to now start working with the paramilitary, the civil defense, and a host of others, because now they have who to report to now. Now let us not talk about the defense. You are all over the country. You know what the situation is. We have 36 states, 36 problems. And within these 36 problems, we have different
36 problems
again that Rebe Shola will deal with, police will deal with, then the defense will deal with his own side of the story. So the question is budgetary. What sort of budget do we have for them?
The funding is a very critical aspect of
it.
It
Is not. It's more than a critical part, because police will come up with their own problem, and by the time they start their cry, trust me, it's not going to end. Now, let us take it from the lowest part. The interior, the local governments, the councillors, the chairmen, they have a vital job to do. Remember, we do have this budget given to governors every quarterly.
Security votes.
Security votes. It is now high time for every single government to now account to the minister what they do in terms of their own internal security, because the problem we have today in Nigeria is not something that started from Abuja. It started from the streets, from our bedrooms, from the corner of our sitting rooms, beer parlors, hotels, school fields.
It is said that when the police want to work, when the security agencies want to work, they work. For instance, the issue of the Taraba killing, which led to the kingpin, kidnapped kingpin being released, and then it didn't take so long before he was found out. It tells you that the security agencies actually have, when it comes to the capacity, they have what it takes to do all of that.
Mike, I won't deceive you. Let us forget the fact that the way they look, the way they dress, or their manner sometimes doesn't go down well with the member of public. Trust me, Nigerian police, they have a way to work if they want to work. But how have we been able to at least compensate them, or restructure them, let them feel among? You can't. If we go on the street, don't let us go on the street. Let us go to their police station themselves. The welfare there is appalling. Completely out of order.
So it contributes to the way they function and
the
perform.
mental state, again, is another problem.
All right.
So we need to look into all this.
All right. I hope the new ministers who are coming on board have a better understanding of this. Thank you very much for joining us on the program. Femi Aratukunale,
Thank you
very
so
much.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah.